Welcome to Tactical Tuesday on the Business Agility Podcast, powered by Scaled Agile. I'm your host, Adam Mattis, and every Tuesday, I'll bring you helpful, easy-to-implement tips to use in your day-to-day role so you can work differently and build the future. If you like this content, please refer a friend or colleague to tune in, and as always, we appreciate those likes, comments, subscribes, and reviews on your preferred podcast platform. So, let's get started. So today let's talk about NFRs. This is something that you've probably heard of, maybe you've experimented with, but I challenge that a lot of you might not really be too familiar with how they can impact your life today. So what is an NFR? An NFR is a non-functional requirement or a constraint on the backlog. And if you look at the Scaled Agile big picture, at every level of abstraction where there's a backlog, so if you look at the portfolio, the large solution, the art, the team, every backlog has a gray bubble underneath it that says NFR. And what that simply is are constraints that you put on that backlog that dictate things like design, dictate things like maybe regulatory compliance. There's a lot of things that could be in there. What we want to think about is that those NFRs are the guardrails that govern every solution, every new idea that we put through that level of abstraction. So again, if you're thinking about an epic, maybe you have some large-scale compliance constraints that have to be in there. How do you handle PII? Things of that nature. If you think about it at the team level of abstraction, it might be something like if you're a web team or an app team, you might have an NFR or a constraint that says everything that we produce, every story that we produce, every feature that we publish has to be in alignment with our brand standards. So what that means is that the team is familiar with the company's brand guide. We understand the right colors, we understand how to use logos, we understand the language and words that we use. So every story that we create doesn't have to have those things outlined. The backlog is constrained by the non-functional requirement that says that all solutions must be in compliance with brand standards. And as we solution, we reference that document. So think about how these things might impact you. Think about how you might use them to your advantage. Think about how you might say less to do more by leveraging the non-functional requirements to constrain your backlog versus creating an overabundance of acceptance criteria on your stories or just too many stories for things that we could constrain in another way. An NFR is meant to help you move faster, to be more efficient, to decentralize decision-making. How can this help you? Give it a try. Let us know. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. The entire team at Scaled Agile is focused on helping you be better at work so that you can help your enterprise be more successful in the new age of business. If there's anything else that we can do to help, if there's any other assets you would like to see, content, podcast guests, let us know. Also, please check out the Safe Community platform where you'll find tools, toolkits, resources, videos, and so much more, as well as the Safe Collaborate tool to help you be successful in the world of work. As always, if you appreciate this content, the greatest compliment that you can give us is a referral to a friend or colleague. And if you feel so inclined, we always do appreciate those likes, comments, subscribes, and reviews on your podcast platform of choice. My name is Adam Mattis. Until next time, as they say, stay safe.